What's up, folks? Welcome to an episode of What Up? Nope, part 3 of Sonic Heroes. Last time we made it through Grand Metropolis and Other Zone, and this time we're gonna get through Casino Park Bingo Highway ends Egg something, where you gotta fight the Eggman. I love how I don't know. I don't know how I feel about games that break the fourth wall and are like giving the player direct tutorials on how to play. I don't really have a problem with it. When I think too hard about it, I'm like, it's kind of funny to me that that's the route the game chose to take. I will say though, this game, I'm quite fond of this game, if only because it came out around the time that I played a couple other games I'm fairly fond of, namely Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker, which I don't think I'll ever do a playthrough of that game. I'm not good enough at it that I can. I mean, I could get through it. I've beaten it twice. I beat it on the GameCube and I beat it on the Wii U when it came out, because that's how I got my Wii U. Was the I waited. I wanted the black bundle, and I guess it was sold out, or it was out, and they were like, "Oh, we're gonna drop the Legend of Zelda: Wind Waker HD," and I was like, "Oh, John, I have to have that one because that's my favorite Zelda game." Um, but because of that, I don't have. Oh, that game came out, and then Pokemon Ruby Sapphire came out in 2003. And those are like two of my favorite games. And so I feel like 2003 for me was just a good year for gaming. You got a decent Sonic game that I definitely played a lot of as a kid. So I'm like, even if it's not the best Sonic game now as I look at it and play it, it's still good enough that I'm like, all right, I enjoyed it as a kid. I want Tails to get that. And then, Wind Waker, solid game. And what's the other one? Pokemon Ruby Sapphire, which go watch. I have a playthrough of Sapphire. Go watch that. I have a playthrough of Emerald. Go watch that. Um, I really like those games soundtracks. I will get back to Soul Silver. I just have to prepare myself because there's a lot of battling coming up. And it's just like a grind. And I don't really have anything to talk about Pokemon wise. Maybe I need to like look up, see what's happening in the Pokemon scene, so I have some ideas. Because these videos are all like off the cuff, right? I'm not planning anything. I just hit record, see what comes out of my mouth. That's how it's always been done. Because that's how I enjoyed doing it. Which is funny too, because I don't really care to watch these videos unless they're mine. These are, as I've always said, these are my video blogs. I just make them for myself. Larry acting shellfish while he focused on himself. Shout out to Glorb. Aw, Tails, you dingleberry. Also, for some reason, this game has a first-person camera, which, like, the background is just a freaking JPEG. So it's not like you have to look around. There's no need for me to look. Where the heck are... There you are. There's no need for me to look at Tails and his wide-eyed mofo self. So I don't really understand the need. Alright, we're just gonna hop right up into the thing. How many lives do we have? 9? That's not bad. Yeah, I think one of the biggest issues with this game, and something that I think Sonic Frontiers Open Zone sort of fixed. Where am I going? Is the lack of bottomless pits. Well, this game has a lot of bottomless pits. All the levels are pretty much suspended over bottomless pits, whether it's, if it's water, as in, Ocean Palace and all that, where you obviously can't swim, or if it's this, where it's literally just a city below. Oh, you suck. So you're trying to get over here to the right. And all I want to do is, I just want to get to the right. All I want to do is get to the right. All I want to do is get to the right. All right, that works. Sonic. Oh, Sonic is dead. All right, that's fine. Tails, you gotta. All right. What happens if I do speed? Or will this push me? Higher? That's interesting. Can we get much higher? Yeah, this is mostly the reason why this game can feel unbearable at times, because you're just kind of stuck at the mercy of the game. Like, why am I bouncing backwards here? Thank you. Just drop me in. Just drop me in, Daddy. Just drop me in. Drop me in. Just drop me in. Yeah, like, it's just not fun. All right, kill these guys. And, like, the old game, it was fun to bounce around as a pinball because there were only so many ways you can go. And generally speaking, if it's time for you to get to someplace, you can force your way there. With this, the physics are so slippery. The gameplay is so slippery that it's kind of hard to actually direct Sonic where you want him to be directed to. All right, you gotta. Well, I'm gonna just let you live. I don't even need to kill you. Yeah, we'll do this. Yeah, I think the worst part about dying in this game is that you lose all your level ups, and it just makes an already tedious game even more tedious. If it takes with enemies with health bars, if it takes you, you know, however many. Why did it go to top down mode? So interesting. If it takes you however many. Oh, I just wanted to go in the hole. I just want to go in the hole. All right, let's just go down. If it takes you. What was I talking about? I don't know. Oh, if it takes you multiple hits to kill enemies with health bars, at a certain point you just want to kind of get done with that, and the level ups helps you do that. But then if you end up losing your level ups, you got to start all over again. That really sucks. And like I said, you're seeing it here. It's so hard to freaking control Sonic. Just get that checkpoint. There are lasers here. That's a laser gate. Wait. Oh. Wait. Apparently I can just walk through it if I'm invincible. Invincible. I didn't know that was a thing. I did not know that was a thing. What? Oh my. And then you just don't see. This is the problem with this game. It doesn't work the way you think it would work. I press B to do the thing, and he doesn't do the dash. He just slides and doesn't lightspeed dash. I don't really get it. Look, it's 7 minutes. It's 7 minutes. Oh my god. I think when your characters are going through invincibility frames, you can't switch, which also kind of sucks. What I was saying was that laser gate pathway is usually only reserved for Espio because, spoiler alert, Espio can turn invisible and then he can bypass the laser gate. Which I'm like, that's wonderful, but also it looked like the laser gate was missing, so maybe I deactivated it somewhere on the pinball table. That would also potentially make sense. Again, I don't freaking know. I don't understand this game, and it's because of the way the physics system or lack thereof works in this game. It can be very, very frustrating to try to get through levels. Just plain and simple. It's levels like this where you're at the mercy of pinball tables. We're gonna do Bingo Highway now, and I'm gonna freak out. All right, so note to self: use the right audio channel for the audio for this video because I think the left is actually playing something. It's just really soft. It took a minute though to get this Steam Deck dock hooked up to the Elgato. I plugged it in and it wasn't reading. And so I tried it on my TV last night with a different HDMI cable, like with just a random cheap one that I had, and it did not work. It just didn't work in the slightest. And I was like, okay, that makes sense, I guess. But it doesn't ship with an HDMI cable, which I'm like, that's kind of silly. If you're selling a dock, which it's not like you're selling the power cable, you're selling the dock. Just throw an HDMI cable that you know works with the freaking system. Like, don't freaking jerk me around. Oh, stop jerking me around. Okay, that's a bad soprano. Tony Soprano. Tony Cipriani, GTA episodes from Liberty City. I want to buy that game. That's on my list of games to purchase because, well, I never had it, and I want to get that, and I want to get Vice City Stories for the PS2, and that way I can play them on my Steam Deck. All right, let's do this. Maybe we won't get hit. We're definitely gonna get hit, but maybe we won't. Okay. Oh, Tails, he can run on feet. He can run on feet. All right. Oh my God, Tails, what the heck are you doing, buddy? No, we can't get a good foothold. All right, there we go. I like that you can fly infinitely in one direction. Like you can fly up without expending energy. It's only when you move forward. That's nice. My man loves the 7th generation Nintendo console. All right, this is the bingo side of Bingo High, where you're trying to get lines of numbers. And then when you get enough lines of numbers, you get some sort of prize. And I didn't do it. Kind of like this music, though. It's pretty bitchin'. All I need is like a bumper here. Come on, come on. Okay, there we go. Take this, take this. These guys, I believe they will just eat your character. Like they'll suck you in, and not like eat you, but they'll prevent you from, they'll capture you, and you have to destroy them to get the character back. And it's not the worst thing. It's just super inconvenient, like everything else in this game. I think that's the thing. Sonic games sometimes feel tedious to play. The worst Sonic games feel tedious to play. You know, the daytime levels of Sonic Unleashed for the 360 and PS3 and PC, those were not tedious to play. They were fun to learn and to master and to get better at. Same with like Generations. But when Sonic diverged from his main gameplay competency and is like, I'm going to become a beat 'em up game, I'm gonna become a racing game or whatever, it can be really hard to enjoy. And then you're just kind of like, why do they have to use Sonic? I guess that's always my question. Why? Look at all those Eggman's robots. Why does Sonic team feel the need to use Sonic as a testing ground for all of its ideas? Maybe it's because they know nothing else will sell. Like I think about Billy Hatcher. That was a unique idea that was its own thing made by Sonic Team. But I guess it's hard when your development team is named after a character. Like if Nintendo was called, if Nintendo, you know, R&D 1 or whatever team now makes Mario games, if they were called Mario Team, I'm sure it would be hard for them to release other games that are not Mario. See, that's why I hate this level, because you can fall off the freaking thing. And my tails and my knuckles are X'd out. So, you know, Exo Tour life, if you will. I got one bingo. Cool. If Sonic dies, if Sonic falls off, we're dead. We got to start over from wherever the last freaking checkpoint is. The good thing is I just want to fall down this hole. You want to go backwards. It seems, they always make it seem like you want to go forwards, but this is one of the rare situations where you want to go backwards, and then the game won't let you just fall backwards. It wants to slide you. It wants to slip slide, jerk you around. I still have okay, cool, they're back. Tails is such a lifeline. Like, I need Tails, because otherwise you die. You just die every time. All right, get that. If this goes by faster than Casino Park, that's pretty impressive. Look at all those Eggman's Tails, get up. I think you're looking for a key. Shit, rock. Ugh. Oh, yep, he sucked me off. All right, we're just gonna do this. Other thing, the camera does not work great in this game. You can rotate it with the left and right triggers, but it can be kind of hard to see what you're trying to do. I think it's in here, right? Yeah. It can be kind of hard to see what you're trying to accomplish, and for that reason, this game is also kind of sucky. I don't know why I'm doing a playthrough of this. Mostly because I gotta play like all the Sonic games really for the channel. Like one day I'm gonna play Sonic 06. I'm gonna freaking I don't even know how I'm gonna play it. I'll probably just do it on the PS3. That's how I own it. The PS3 is just so dreadfully uncomfortable to use from a recording standpoint because I gotta use the splitter. I gotta use the splitter to strip the HDCP. And that means I have to have a whole extra outlet, which I have outlets. Like I bought a whole freaking like 10 outlet. I forget who it's by, but it was like a power company. I bought a couple of their surge strips because I was like, I need to make sure that I have a good surge strip that isn't like gonna dick me down. Oh, shite. All right, cool. So that's the beauty. If you switch to a character that's not on the board, you can basically just try again because all your characters will respawn. So it's like I have power, but it's just so inconvenient to have to plug it in, and you got to make sure the wires on all crisscross applesauce, and just make sure everything's good, working well. And I also need another HDMI wire, which I realized I don't really have lying around. Admittedly, I had one that was unopened in the for the Steam Deck. I found it in my I have like a tub of like wires. I try to keep them organized for all my systems, and or I have a couple tubs of wires. But in one tub of wires, I had an HDMI wire from Anchor, 6-foot cord that was just unopened. I was like, oh my god, this is perfect. But now I'm like, I kind of have to go back and buy another one because now I have like that one's used. So the next time I need an HDMI wire, I'm not gonna have one just rip raring to go. So kind of sucks, but oh well. Kind of a bummer, but oh well. If you remember the channel long enough, you'll know I used to say that all the time. It's kind of a bummer, but oh well. All right, I think we're almost to the end of this. We probably have like one more bingo table to go. Once again, we want to go down, so we're gonna go down. Oh, you can hear the goal ring. I think you can hear the goal. Oh no, we want to go up. We want to go up. We want to go up. I thought I could hear the goal ring. Yeah, there's the goal ring. Oh god. Oh god. You gotta plug it in. You gotta peak professionalism. You gotta. Oh Jesus! Look at that. I wasn't even playing the game. The game just played itself. That's amazing. I put the controller down and I was plugging in my laptop because I always forget to plug it in because my MacBook it stays like the power works for like 3 hours if I need it and I'm recording videos. But then the MacBook doesn't always because I have to use a USB-C hub to switch the Elgato's input to USB-C. It doesn't always recognize with like stuff like the Steam Deck. For most things it does, but for the Steam Deck it just wasn't recognizing whichever port I used. Which this admittedly the Elgato is like from 2016. It's an HD60, like it's not 4K, so it's not the newest software or hardware. But that said, it works like 95% of the time, and it doesn't. I don't lose recordings like I did with the Hotbog. So I'm like, I don't want to upgrade to like the 4K 60. Also because I don't play any games that are 4K 60. Like I'm not playing. Most of the things I play are retro games, or they're like I mean, like, okay, I do play PS5 games, but for playthroughs, most of my playthroughs, if you look at my channel, I think they're mostly like retro games, or they're mostly like what do I play? So I did like they're 6th generation, they're Genesis games, they're 6th generation like PS2, GameCube games. There's oh thank God, that's all I wanted. What else is there? I don't really do PS3 or Xbox 360 because those are inconvenient to record. So yeah, it's usually like PS4. There's a few PS4 games or like Final Fantasy 7 Remake, like those. Level up. But then yeah, I don't know. I feel like most of my playthroughs are just Sonic games or friggin' Pokemon, really. That's really what we're saying here. Which is why I don't feel the rush to upgrade my video quality. And I don't particularly care. Like, it looks fine enough. I don't know. I just, at a certain point, like I said, I just like making the videos because I enjoy making videos and talking about video games. I don't know. So the bar here, when you do a team attack, the bar depletes, and that means I think for that duration of the bar depleting, whatever effect was instilled by the team attack is usually when it oh god, if Tails died here, that would be so bad. If the bar is depleting, that just means whatever effect was instated by the freaking thing, by the team attack, is now will continue to happen. But that said, I don't know what effect Team Sonic has on enemies when they use the team attack. So like Team Dark, spoiler alert, they freeze time. They do chaos control. Wow, that's that. Wow, and then we lost it. They do chaos control. Are we done yet? And they freeze time. So as the Team Blast meter depletes, time is frozen. Nobody can do anything to you. Can we be done here? Of course not. Oh, Tails, you suck. You suck, Tails. You suck, Tails. Oh, get that junk. Get that junk. Just get that junk. Just get the ring. Get the ring. Get the ring. You gotta get up and get the ring. You just gotta keep the ring. All right, cool. Cool. Because I'm not redoing this. I'm not redoing this. Okay. Oh, there's something left. I was about to put the controller down. Oops. Okay. These dudes you can beat. Oh wow. I didn't think I thought the spike shield would hurt me, but it didn't hurt me. Alright, that's the end of this episode of Sonic Heroes. Next time we'll come back, head to Radical Highway, Speed Highway, Rail Canyon, Rail Highway. It's something or other. And see what lies in store for Knuckles, Tails, Sonic. The boys, if you will. But of course, I gotta wait for the cutscene to play because now we're waiting. Now we gotta watch the cutscene. Rail Canyon, Rail Canyon, another level just suspended over a bottomless pit. Not my preferred design, but it is what happens. Terminal Station, Terminal Velocity. That's a bitchin' song. In Sonic Unleashed, nope, Sonic Colors. For all the stuff I don't like about Sonic Colors, which I'll do a playthrough of that eventually. Terminal Velocity is a great song. As always, though, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.